Fellas, in this video, I'm going to be showcasing how you can download full version Madden 23 using EA Access/EA Play. And I'm hoping that for every single person that's watching this video, if you already purchased Madden 23, I hope you also got EA Play. Now, a really quick explanation, if you're watching this video and you're confused about EA Access is basically someone you spend $5 on for a 1-month subscription to this service called EA Access. And that service is going to be giving you discounts on any of the EA Sports products. So of course, Madden is an EA Sports product, and if you guys were to purchase Madden 23, whether it's all Madden or it's standard, you're going to get 10% off of the game if you have an EA Access membership. So really quickly, the numbers on that, if you get all Madden, it's originally $100, so 10% off of that is going to take off $10, and then of course, EA Access only costs you $5, so that's $5 of net savings. That's worth it for a couple of clicks, and then if you get standard as well, you're saving 10% of $70, that's $7, but of course, EA Access is costing you $5, so it's still like $2 worth of savings. I would say it's worth it for either game. And if you're a little bit confused as to how to do that, I made a full video explaining this. I will leave it linked in the description. But now let's talk about how to download Madden 23 once you already have EA Access, because all you guys watching this, if you've been subscribed to the channel, I'm hoping you got EA Access to get the discount on the game. Okay, now this is exactly what we're going to be doing to download Madden 23 on EA Access. Now I'm going to be showing you guys this on the PlayStation Store. I would assume it's very, very similar on Xbox. Now here's what we're doing. We're going to go to the store and we are going to navigate on over to subscriptions. Now once you're on the subscription section, you're going to scroll down and you guys will see EA Play right here. If you haven't got this, it should say something like purchase or like join for $5, but of course we already got it. We're pros, we know the best way to save money on Madden, and I'm assuming you guys did as well, because you're probably subscribed to my channel if you're watching this and you saw that video to save money on the game. But I digress. Let's get back on track. Now what you're going to do is you are going to go to the view games tab right here, and you are going to sort this by newest. So go to the view games, sort it by newest. To do so, you go all the way to the left. We're going to click X right here. We're going to go down to sort by, and we're going to go down to release date new to old. And of course, what that's going to do is it's going to show us the most recent games that are now available on EA Access. And of course, when Madden 23 is available on EA Access, it's going to pop up right here. So those are the exact steps you guys are going to follow to download Madden 23 on EA Access when it's available. Now, this is something that I've definitely been confused by last year and confused by in past years, so I wanted to make this video just to clarify really quickly the exact steps you want to follow to be able to download the game. Now, when can you actually download Madden 23? Well, if you got the All Madden Edition, this video isn't really going to matter that much. We're going to be downloading the All Madden Edition on the 16th at midnight. So when the clock strikes midnight at, I guess, the end of the 15th and the start of the 16th, you can go in here. You can probably just go to your game library, search for Madden 23. You'll see the All Madden Edition. And as you guys can see, since we already did purchase it, there is already a little countdown timer right here. So yeah, for me, I got the countdown timer, 5 days, 21 hours, and 57 minutes. But if you guys picked up the standard edition of the game, you're not going to see that countdown timer, because technically for you, you shouldn't be able to play the game until the 19th. But since you were subscribed to my channel and you got EA Access to get a discount on the standard edition of the game, you can also actually play it early when everyone's playing it with the All Madden Edition. All you got to do is, again, follow these exact steps. Go to your subscription services, whether it's going to be on PlayStation or Xbox. There should be a tab. Find EA Play, go to the View Games tab, filter it down by the most recently released games. It's going to be release date, new to old, and then if you got the standard edition, it's going to pop up right here, and it basically should say like download with EA Access. I think it's actually going to say play the trial. I think that's what I did last year. Then all you're really going to do is you're going to download Madden 23. It's going to say you only have 10 hours of playtime, and you're only going to have 10 hours of playtime in the trial date. So basically between the 16th and the 19th, if you bought the standard edition of the game, that's when you have like only 10 hours to play. And then on the 19th, when I guess you're supposed to get Madden, if you got the standard edition, you'll actually be able to play for as long as you want, but you're going to get 10 hours right here, starting on the 16th, when everyone that bought All Madden is getting it as well. Now, before I answer a couple other FAQ questions that I'm sure you guys probably have, just want to mention really quickly, if you have yet to do so, scroll down and drop a like on the video. You don't have to, but I'd really appreciate it. It just takes 1 second. So go down there while I'm talking right here, and you'll be back by the time I keep talking about the FAQ. But yeah, getting back on track with some of the questions that you guys might have. The first question that I'm sure a lot of people are going to have is, let's say, for example, you got the standard version of the game and you got EA Access, you're playing the trial right now. Now, what's going to happen to your Madden Ultimate Team, to your franchise save data? What's going to happen with that stuff when you go from the trial version and your 10-hour EA Access period to downloading the full version of the game on the 19th? Also, why am I making these gestures with my hands? That's a little bit sus. But yeah, like I was saying, what's going to happen with your Ultimate Team? Will it transfer over? And yes, it is going to transfer over. I played the trial version of the game last year for Madden 22. Your Ultimate Team transfers over. Franchise mode should transfer over. It's all going to transfer over from your quote-unquote trial, which you can play on the 16th to the full version of the game on the 19th. Then another thing that some people might be wondering is, does this video apply to me if I got all Madden? It's not really going to matter because you're going to be able to download the game at the exact same time as the people that are going to be downloading it with the EA Access trial, but instead of playing that like trial version, which is kind of like a money-saving hack for people that only got the standard edition, we're playing the full game with no hour restriction. But for people that got standard, this is just a gold mine of value. You're saving money on the game and you're getting probably like the major or one of the most important perks of the All Madden edition, which is playing early. If you got standard, you got EA Access, be sure you guys follow these steps on the 16th, the 17th, whenever you guys really want to get on Madden, and you'll be able to do so for free with all your progress transferring over. Now, one other thing that you might have to do is you might have to re-download the standard edition of Madden 23 when you go from your trial to your full version. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't remember if you had to last year, but if, let's say, for example, you're out of your trial hours and then it becomes the 19th and you don't have any more hours remaining, you might want to go to the store, search for Madden 23, and just download the game that you bought and delete the trial version. But of course, like I said, your progress is going to transfer. Now, one other thing that I want to mention is you guys might not see your free 83 overall player pack on the trial version of the game if you got the standard edition. As you guys know, for getting Madden 23, you are going to be going ahead and getting a couple of 83 overall players for free. I'm not sure if EA Sports is going to grant you that pack immediately when you're on the trial version, but if you don't see it then, you'll 100% see it on the 19th when you're playing the full version of the game and you're not kind of using this little tactic I'm showing you to play early, transfer over your progress without spending an extra cent. This is the method right here. You want to make sure you're doing it. And now, quick plug as well. Another cool thing that I kind of thought of with regards to Underdog Fantasy right here is a way to get boosted money in your fantasy football leagues. So let me explain to you guys what I might have discovered on the app. Okay, so if you didn't know, Underdog Fantasy, they're an awesome sponsor of the channel, but here's what I kind of discovered when it comes to some fantasy football stuff. So let's say, for example, you download Underdog Fantasy, you use code SWIFT, you deposit $25. When you deposit $25 and you use my code, which is code SWIFT, you're going to be getting a deposit match. So your $25 is going to go to $50. And let's say, for example, you get 11 other friends to sign up, use code SWIFT, they all put in $25, which is going to mean they're getting $50 on the app. What that's going to do is it's going to allow you access to some of the $50 private drafts, which are basically like private fantasy football leagues that you guys can make on the app. So on the screen right here, as you guys can see, there's a ton of different draft options, but the one that I'm kind of showing off right here is the $50 draft. And what you can do is you can click create private draft. Now, basically what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to get a custom link. You can send it to all your friends. Now, of course, you send that custom link to your friends or whoever you're doing the draft with, and here's where it gets really, really cool. All you guys only deposited $25 of your own money, but remember, you get the deposit bonus, so that goes up to 50 each, which means that instead of having 12 people in this league, having everyone put in $25 and that number going up to $300 in the prize pool, you are now getting a prize pool of $540. So it's basically like Underdog Fantasy has injected $240 free dollars for simple using my code into a fantasy football league that you can do with your friends. And it's basically just gonna like double your pot in fantasy football. You can do it with your friends if you want to do it. Again, Underdog Fantasy, they will be linked down below in the description and in the pinned comment. And until next time, fellas, be sure you guys are using this strategy to download Madden 23 early if you have the standard edition with EA Play. Be sure you're doing this on the 16th, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.